Welcome to the Kat Nelson Show. I'm the one and only Kat Nelson, MMA fighter out of Orlando, Florida. You can join me on my journey to becoming the baddest bantamweight fighter in the world by following me on social at KatNoy11. This episode is brought to you by Black Lab Organics, all natural and organic dog treats. Our goal at Black Lab Organics is to create CBD-infused dog treats with real ingredients, because we believe that dogs deserve better. Follow us on social at Black Lab Organics or visit our website, blacklaborganics.com. Use discount code CAT10 to get 10% off your next order. Crazy about fights? The Fight Bananas podcast is all fight news and everything fight related. Follow them on social at Fight Bananas Official. You can also tune in on YouTube, all podcast platforms, and iHeartRadio. I train about 5 to 6 days a week, and as a fighter, I understand the importance of recovery. Fusion CBD Products always has my back. I use their CBD oil every morning in my coffee and their CBD balms after trainings and before bed. And just like that, I feel brand new, ready to take on the next day. Follow them on social at Fusion CBD Products or visit their site, fusioncbdproducts.com. New Dimensions Wellness Studio is a premium health, wellness, and performance center that combines cutting-edge technology with ancient wisdom. Every visit I make to New Dimensions, I leave feeling like a brand new woman. Whether you're an athlete that wants to excel in performance, undergoing rehab from an injury, or just want to take care of yourself, they will guide you to all your needs. Follow them on social at nd_wellness or visit their site, mynewdimension.com. Just Blaze Clothing is South Florida's #1 source of clothing for the cannabis community. They sell all types of apparel, accessories, and rolling trays, perfect for any stoner dude or stoner babe. Check them out on social at Just Blaze Clothing or on their website, justblazeclothing.com. Use discount code CAT10 to get 10% off your next order. The law offices of Daniel Martinez has got your back. Daniel Martinez is a criminal defense attorney who fights in court and in the cage. Shut up and lawyer up with the law offices of Daniel Martinez. Follow them on social at martinez.law.321 or their website, martinez.law. Never stop, never quit. Support local fighters with Team Reaper. Team Reaper creates personal fight apparel just so fighters can make profit. I have my own fight apparel you can purchase on the website, reaper1.co. You can also follow them on social at Team Reaper1. By purchasing my shirt, you will not only be supporting me, you will also be supporting this podcast, other fighters, and Rue Camp Champs, a youth crime prevention organization in my hometown, Orlando, Florida. Rue Camp Champs' mission is to get youth off of the streets and teach them martial arts. You can also donate to Rue Camp Champs at kidsmma.org.
And the hemoglobin.
Oh, big shot, spinning back fist by right hand. And
that's all.
She
Wow.
wrote. That's a wrap, son. Cat.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Kat Nelson Show. Today, I am joined by Cassie Robb. How are you doing today?
How's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. So if those of you who don't know Cassie, she's a former WMMA fighter. She's a jiu-jitsu practitioner, a cannabis enthusiast, model, dancer. She also has an OnlyFans. Can you hear me?
It's kind of like making this weird, like, staticky sound.
Okay. All right. Here.
Didn't get. I don't know if it'll help better if I have like headphones in.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm gonna try that real quick. Maybe. Where did I put them? Well, shit. Hold on. I'm gonna run out to my car. I think I left them in my car.
Yeah, you're good.
I did. Now it sounds kind of better. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, it could. Yeah, it's like a lot of things, the Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
all right. Hopefully this will be better. And of course, they're all tangled up.
You're good.
Cool. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Better?
Way
Okay,
better.
Cool. So, Cassie Robb, for those of you who don't know, she is a former WMMA fighter, jiu-jitsu practitioner, cannabis enthusiast, model, dancer. She has an OnlyFans, and we're going to talk all about that. So, Cassie, do you still compete at all?
I haven't competed in like 2 years almost. I think in March will be like 2 years since I've been in the cage, but I'm actively still training jiu-jitsu. I've been going to barber school for the last a little over a year, and I just haven't really been able to focus much on, fight training like I used to. Because I mean, when I was doing that, that was like multiple times a day, almost every day, and I just couldn't commit to it. So
Right, yeah, and I know like you initially moved to Colorado to start fighting, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and like I when I watched your interviews and stuff like that, I heard like Rose, Andrea Lee, Andy the Crazian, Nguyen, all of those girls. Like I feel like you have created kind of the foundation and the base of women's MMA because there was no such thing as an amateur career. There's no. I'm an amateur fighter. There was no such thing as an amateur career. Now we have an amateur division because there are more girls in the fight game now. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I know you guys were fighting each other, right? And you were friends.
Yeah, I fought. So we became friends after the first time we fought. I think she broke my nose, and she went and bought me a shot after.
Wait, which one? Who?
Andy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was I think for a title. That was a title fight, and she TKO'd me, and then we're just at the bar later. She's like, "Man, can I buy you a shot? Did I break your nose?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so."
Yeah.
It's like, I thought so. I mean, I felt bad, but I had to keep going. I'm like, it's cool. And then ever since then, we've just been really good friends. She's come out to visit me and train with me out in Colorado too. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think you guys have created kind of that foundation and base of women's MMA, and it's evolved so much and it's exploded in the past few years. So not training anymore and not fighting, but coming out of that game, how have you seen women's MMA evolve?
I mean, it's kind of been a little rough over the last year with COVID and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think now that I feel like now that I'm not really active, I feel like everybody else is, and it's like making me really itch to get back in there. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's so many more girls doing it than there were when I started. Like,
for sure.
It's wild.
Right, yeah, but it does take a lot of your time, and it's pretty much like a full-time job.
Absolutely.
And I know you're working and all that stuff, trying to make money and make ends meet. So why did you start fighting?
I used to just go to a lot of local shows in Casper, Wyoming, and I always saw guys fight, and then a girl that I used to play volleyball against, I didn't even know she was fighting. I found out when I was at the fight, and I was like, oh shoot, that's Courtney. Like, oh my God. And then she just beat the hell out of this girl, and I thought it was so cool. And I'm like, man, I want to try that. That looks like it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, everybody was kind of against it. You're too pretty to fight. You're too small.
Right.
My family was like, you're going to get hurt. And I don't know. I had this fire in me that made me want to do it. And literally I trained for probably this is embarrassing, a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks at a boxing gym. And then I found a promoter, and he's like, yeah, you want to fight in Cheyenne, Wyoming? And sure enough, I did. And then that's how my career started.
Heck yeah, that's so cool.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I heard in your interviews and stuff, you were talking about women having a voice. And so for me, I started fighting because I kind of wanted that, and now I feel extremely confident and just knowing that I can defend myself. when before I was really naive. Obviously, like I was younger, but naive, and I was taken advantage of a lot. And now, like I feel like nobody even messes with me.
Oh, right.
So yeah, so I think any type of like training for women is great. You don't even have to compete. Why did you stop?
Why did I stop?
Yeah, is it because of working
I
and
mean,
stuff, or
like I said, I still am like I'm focusing more on jujitsu. I kind of am thinking about maybe trying like combat jujitsu.
okay,
Um,
cool.
but yeah, just because I started going to barber school and that just took up so much of my time, like working to afford it because it's
Right,
expensive.
right,
And I don't know. I don't like to half-ass anything. So if I'm gonna do something, I want to give it 100%. And I felt like if I still was focusing that much on fighting, that I wouldn't be able to give barbering enough of a chance. You know,
right.
and I graduate not next week, but the week after, and I'm graduating with high honors too. So
Okay, so you're still in barber school.
yeah, I have 4 days left.
Okay, and do you work as a barber right now, or do you have to wait?
I mean, not technically, like I'm not at a shop or anything, but I do have like a client base. I cut a lot of people's hair.
Okay,
Um, and I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know if I want to be at a salon or something like that. Like I kind of want to be like a
right.
traveling barber and do
Okay,
like barber competitions and stuff. Maybe even work out of my house. Just I mean
very
now,
cool.
yeah, with like COVID stuff, it's like it seems kind of like the better option too.
Like kind of work for yourself type of deal.
Exactly. Not have to have like pay like booth rent and
Right,
all that
right,
stuff. Have a boss over me. I don't like that.
right. And speaking about working for ourselves, I feel like we live in a new era. We've been giving technology, we've been given social media to kind of like expose ourselves and put ourselves out there, and people literally make money for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So one thing I think we have that's cool that we have in common is OnlyFans. So when did you start, and how has it helped you financially?
It's helped me like immensely because I mean, before that, I wasn't really working a regular job. I worked at a gentleman's club, so
Okay.
that got closed down, which is like my only source of income. Luckily, I mean, I was still badged in the state to work around cannabis. So
Mm-hmm.
one of my friends in the industry got me a job shortly after, but I mean, I saw how much revenue I was making off of OnlyFans just starting it, and I'm like,
Right, right,
maybe this could be a thing, you know? Like,
right,
all right. And I mean, it's just I don't know. I get a lot of like questions from people like, you know, how do you do this? And how do you make so much money off it? I'm like, you got to understand, I was already like, I am my own business.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah,
just because it's me that people will pay to like see, you know,
right,
more exclusive content of me that I'm not posting on Instagram. And I'm a lot more,
right,
I talk a lot more to people on there rather than on Instagram because I get a
exactly,
lot of DMs on there and I just can't really keep up with it. So,
right. And you're like, this is your time, and you need to get paid for it.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, if you want me to have a conversation with you, then you probably should pay me because my time isn't free. Like,
Right, right,
I got
right.
stuff to do today.
Exactly. So, has it empowered you at all, like personally, with being a woman?
Oh, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to say, but I've made more just like off OnlyFans than I have like working a whole year of my life at other jobs. You know.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, that's super empowering. It's very liberating, especially as like a girl too. I'm like, oh, I just get paid because I'm hot.
Heck yeah.
That's great.
Yes, that's how I feel. Yeah. And I know like there's a lot of people that like support me, and there are a lot of people that critique me because of it.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like we know what's happening behind the scenes,
Hmm.
and as long as we're happy, then why not? Like,
Exactly. I mean, I feel like everybody's going to have their assumptions about it because of the, you know, the types of things that maybe other girls post and stuff. So they just think
right,
that, you know, all of a sudden, like you're camming or
right,
just
right,
selling
right.
your body and this and that. But like, I mean, what business is it of yours, anyways?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So, what advice can you give someone, like a girl, um, that wants to start one, that's kind of like scared or hesitant?
to know your worth. That's for sure. Because
Okay.
people will think just because like they paid a $5 or a $10 subscription that you're supposed to be on there posting nudes or,
Yeah.
you know, just being
Yeah.
nasty. And you're like, no. The way I see it, you know, having been a dancer and working at clubs and stuff, my subscription is like the cover fee to get into the club. If you want to see more, then you pay me more.
Right.
You don't just walk in. I'm like, hey,
Right.
like that's not how it works. So yeah, just know your worth and don't let people tell you what to do or like what you should be sending or posting or this, that, and the other. Like people just think because they gave you like $10 or something that they own you, and I'm like, no, I can block you just as easily. I'll refund that $10 back to you. I don't care.
Yeah. It's your brand, like it's your page. Yes, that's great advice. Because a lot of girls make a lot of mistakes in the beginning. But yeah, cool. So I know that you are into like spirituality and practicing some things. And I know that when you were fighting, you were kind of like a go with the flow type of fighter, type of training style. Are you still that way today with like your spirituality and everything? And
I'm just go with the flow with like everything in my life. I'm kind of like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Like I'm just gonna go with what the universe is telling me to do. You know, I just live in the moment, and yeah, I don't get really caught up on anything. I just try to live in the present.
Yeah, which is important, being mindful. What practices do you practice, like yoga or meditation?
I've not been being very good about it lately, but I try to meditate. Usually I would every day, but man, sometimes you just get tired and you forget.
No, right.
But I mean, like, you know, like for full moons and stuff, I'll do like little rituals and I'll put my crystals out and charge them, like all that witchy stuff. So yeah, I'm super into that and just like manifestation.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel after like a full moon and you do that and the next day? How do you feel?
I just did one the other night and I slept so good. Like I usually dream a lot. I have a really active mind and I lucid dream too, so I feel like I don't really get rest when I'm sleeping because my mind's just all over the place. And like that night, I just, you know, I let go of everything in the past and anything that wasn't serving me anymore. And I just went to bed and slept all through the night.
Nice.
Beautiful. It was so great. I felt so just like recharged.
Yeah, I'm really big on spirituality and I believe like in the spiritual realm too. So I do my own thing over here, like sage the house and stuff.
Oh, girl, all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
I literally look at this. I have to show you this. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting's really bad. Hold on. I had this like 30-pound tourmaline. Do you see this thing right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, it's got to be at least like 25 or 30 pounds. I got it at the Gem and Mineral Show for $88. And I was like, I think this is marked wrong.
Nice.
No, it's okay. I'm taking it.
Yeah, exactly. It says it. You got to take it.
Yeah.
Last thing before you go, cannabis. So you're in Colorado and I'm in Florida, by the way. A lot of places still like just hate cannabis. What is the status over there in Colorado? Obviously, like how is it? How is cannabis? What am I trying to say?
Like looked at, like
exactly.
Oh, they don't care.
Right?
No, it's like 7-Elevens around here with dispensaries. You can find one on like every corner. It's insane. It's cool, but I mean, I feel like that's, you know, why Denver probably got so crowded for a while too. Like weed's legal, everybody's just coming here. But I actually work in the cannabis industry. I've been in it, like 8 or 9 years now, I think. Pretty much since I moved here. Like, I think I got 1 or 2 bartending jobs, and then somebody said to come work at a grow, and I went and got badged, and here I am, still doing it.
Cool.
But yeah, nobody cares around here. Like I feel like it's the weed capital of the United States. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody here smokes weed. Or uses it in some form, like edibles or CBD, this, that, and other.
Yeah, I've only been to the West Coast once, to Portland, where they had weed
Mhm.
that was legal. But yeah, I definitely need to visit Colorado. And do you think that society over there is different because you guys are so lenient with weed and smoking it?
Probably. Dude, Colorado's awesome. I feel like everybody here is
Right.
just like me, pretty much. They just like
Yeah,
live in
yeah.
the moment, and they're just, don't let the stresses of life get to them. Like, oh, we have weed, we'll be fine.
Exactly. Yeah, because I feel like the east side of the states is very like fast paced and they're always go go go, and I just feel like you guys need to like take a second, smoke a joint, and just relax.
Right.
Like,
No, it's chill here. Everybody's like super fit too. I feel like I always see
cool.
people like out running or like on
Right.
hikes, and
Right.
it's just a very active and very friendly place. Like I'm from Wyoming originally, which
Yeah.
is just, they're kind of like my way or the highway kind of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But here
yeah.
we're just like, all right, well, let me hear your side. What do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah,
Cool.
so much
cool.
better.
And how has it helped you personally?
I feel like a lot with like anxiety, because I used to take medication for that and stuff when I was younger, and I've always felt like it would make me worse. And then I started smoking weed, and I was like, oh, no, well, it's fine. And then like especially with fighting, I got introduced to CBD, and so CBG, CBN, all of them. I've tried everything, and that's helped a lot with my recovery. Actually, after my last fight, this girl I fought, she popped a blood vessel in my eye, and like my eye was swollen shut for like a day. I put a
Oh, no.
CBD patch on it, like cut it up into pieces and put it on there, and like the next day I could open my eye.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
like
crazy.
I feel like, I mean, it's natural. It's been given to us, like as humans living on this earth,
Right.
but it's been taken away from us as well.
I mean, how many weren't there like 5 or 6 other states or something just legalized it too?
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
them. Good for them.
Okay, Cassie, well, do you want to shout anybody out?
I don't think so. Like, I mean, my gym.
Yourself?
I train over the compound now. I've been over at a different gym for a few years, and I switched to more like a jiu-jitsu based gym. So, yeah, I think hopefully I'm gonna get my brown belt in the next like 6 months.
Cool.
So, yeah, shout out to my gym, to my boyfriend Robert. He's upstairs sleeping. We're about to go to train after this. So,
Heck yeah. And
on the grind.
if you ever compete, like I would definitely be down to catch you again or watch your competition, if anything.
Absolutely. Well, if you're ever in the area, hit me up.
For sure, yeah. Same with you.
For sure.
I don't know why I'd come to Florida, but I would definitely go to Colorado.
Hey, Universal Studios.
True.
I'm just saying.
All right, we can find you on IG at the Cassie Robb, correct? Where
Yes,
else
ma'am.
can we find you?
OnlyFans.
And that's
pretty
on
much it.
That's on your Instagram.
It's
right?
the same thing. I keep the same handle for everything. All right, you know what? Follow me on TikTok too, because I think I'm pretty funny. I make some good videos.
All right, guys. Well, you heard her. Go follow her. Go subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, so
I love it. I really appreciate you having me. It's been
we'll definitely keep in touch. Thank you so much.
absolutely. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.